Hello everyone, Kevin Carpenter here, producer and MC of Rolling in the Mist. Just letting everyone know that I will be at GenCon in Indianapolis, Indiana the first weekend of August. And I'll actually be running a City of Mist one-shot with an original adventure written by yours truly called King of the Ring. This is the same adventure that I ran at the WJRPG Mixer last, what was it, May, Bravo? It was May? Okay. There's only 5 spots at the table, so make sure to get your tickets now. Look up the event on the GenCon events list on the GenCon website, titled King of the Ring. Technically, the event wasn't on the website last time I checked, even though it was accepted, so just keep hitting that refresh tab, folks. And if you can't find a seat at the table, don't worry. Message us and let's see if we can hang out at GenCon. Love to meet some of the fans. And if you can't make it to GenCon, send us a message, or comment on one of our videos, or one of our episodes. We'd love to hear from you guys, honestly. Without you, there wouldn't be a podcast.
Damn right.
With that said, let's get into the session.
Rolling in the Mist is a series with fantasy violence, mentions of gore, and worst of all, cussing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting session of Rolling in the Mist. I am your master of ceremonies, Kevin Carpenter, and joining me today are...
Pablo Milla as Eugene Fritz.
And...
Ryan Bravo as Dr. Leo Castello.
And...
Jason Peguero as Samuel Payne.
Man, I'm glad that you're able to, introduce yourself as your character now.
I know.
Yeah, that was
Dead was a little awkward.
Just a little bit. Jason Peguero as You Don't Know.
Jason Peguero as Dead.
I thought that was the new character name too.
Dead?
At the beginning. Yeah, I was so excited to hear who it was, and you said Dead. I was like, oh, his name's Dead. Oh,
Dead on arrival.
Dead.
I'm dead on arrival.
Ooh, interesting name. It's like, no.
I mean, it wouldn't be, too weird of a character name for City of Mist, you know? It's just like the mythos is like the Grim Reaper. It's just, I go by Dead.
They call Mr. Skinner Jensen Mr. Christmas on the streets. Might as well call you Dead on the streets. Dead on the streets.
No lie, I do want Mr. Christmas to come back.
He
at
will
some
definitely
point.
come back. I mean, if you let him.
Anyway, so... Samuel Payne, you are being, well, not really carried, but, the thing where your arm is around their shoulder.
Right.
This person is sort of leading you through the back entrances of the Rolling Note, through the, the basement corridors with all the pipes running. And as this person leads you out the back, there's more thugs, but strangely enough, you see this mist swirling at your feet, and as you all walk through, none of the thugs pay you any mind. And this keeps going on until you take an alley here, an alley there, until finally, when you're a block or so down, this person stops and, basically puts you back on your feet. So standing in the middle of this alleyway, this figure turns to you, this woman, and goes, "Okay, what happened this time?"
Who the hell are you?
Oh, right. This again. I'm Agent Evans. Do you remember all those times you would just be walking somewhere and then suddenly you'd have $200 in your hand?
Now you mention it. I kind of do.
Yes, all of those times were when I asked you about what was going on in the underworld, especially concerning, more supernatural elements. I also have the ability to make people forget things, which is why you don't remember me. I hope that's all right.
Forget things? How many times have we met?
A dozen or so, I believe.
A dozen?
Listen, that's not important. You won't remember it anyway.
Hold on. You telling me we've met a dozen times, and every time we've met, you've erased my memory?
Yes. We've had this conversation before. But
Damn.
But what's different this time is that I'm not here to ask you questions, Samuel. Mr. Payne? Sorry, to me, we're familiar enough for me to call you Samuel, but I suppose this is your first time meeting me, so do you mind if I call you Samuel?
I guess.
Samuel, then. You can call me Justice, then. My full name is Justice Evans. It doesn't matter, you won't remember it. But just call me Justice. Anyway, I'm not here to ask you questions this time, Samuel. I'm actually here to give you a job.
A job?
Yes. And she looks you up and down. It looks like you could use some extra cash. In fact, she reaches into her trench coat pocket and pulls out like another $200 and just kind of gives it to you. Here, you could probably use that more than I could.
My coin. Where's my coin?
Just hold your hand up.
That's right. So I hold my hand out and I call for it.
And you just kind of just like stand there for a few seconds. And then you hear like a whistling through there. And this coin just appears in your hand again.
With blood, because it just killed like 10 people.
I was going to say, did it just like crush through the whole, crack, just went through the casino?
I mean, if we were to cut away, it probably just like the coin just like lifted from a table, went into an air vent, went through, like banging against like the metal before like going out an air conditioning unit and then flying through the air and into your hand.
Oh.
What is it, flubber?
I mean, it's a coin. It could fit through a lot of things.
Okay. Then yeah, I was like,
that is always neat every time I see it. Anyway. Okay, so where to go from this? Oh, okay, here we go. She reaches into her trench coat again and hands you a pad of paper and a pen. You'll want to write down what I say.
And I reach for it and my hand hurts like, God damn.
Oh, did they hurt your hands this time?
This time?
This isn't the first time you've been beaten up by guards. I didn't erase that part of your memory, did I? I might have been using the mist on you too much.
Anyways, what is this you need me to look for? Or whatever it is you're asking.
Well, normally I wouldn't ask someone like you this, but no offense. The thing is that we currently have people like you who are going into the Rolling Note Club. The thing is that we have a vested interest in them going into the club, and it would be paramount that they coincidentally find someone who knows the club inside and out and also has a grudge against it. But I also know that you're not the hero type.
So there's something in it for me then?
Possibly. I mean, you will be breaking into a club that is attended by the city's finest, a casino with a major celebrity as their opening act. But really what we're all interested in is that these two individuals see if there's a book in there.
A book?
Yes, we have an interest that they go inside and see if there is a certain book in there. Look, you won't remember any of this. You're going to need to write some of this down. It doesn't really matter unless you're fully in, though. So, okay, I'm sorry. I'm doing this all wrong. Let me start over. And then the mist swirls. Samuel, this person is carrying you. Your arm is over their shoulder. You guys have gone down a few alleyways, and then this agent takes you to an alleyway, takes your arm off their shoulder, and sort of sets you aside and goes, "Samuel, can I call you Samuel?"
I guess.
Great. We've met a couple of times before, but you don't remember me. All those times where you sort of like woke up and had like $200 in your hand, that's when I've questioned you before. I have the ability to make people forget things, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, you mean how many times we met? Yeah, we've met about a dozen times. Look, I'm not here to ask you questions this time, all right? I have a job for you to do. It's going to be dangerous, but we have individuals who need to get into the Rolling Note Club. You're with me right now, right? You have sort of a blank look on your face.
I'm paying attention.
Okay.
Go on.
We have individuals who we want to go into the club and get an object for us. And we need someone who they coincidentally meet who knows the club inside and out and has a grudge against it. You're with me?
Yes.
Now, I know you're not the hero type, so we're willing to offer you a reward in exchange.
I'm liking where this is going.
You know your coin?
Yes.
Which, by the way, you don't have to retrieve the coin. You already have it on you. I grabbed it on our way out. Do you remember how you got that coin?
It was a game. Like every other thing I've gained in my life.
Mm-hmm. And do you remember the face of the man you got that coin from? Do you remember any of the players actually leaving the room when they lost?
Come to think of it, nah.
And do you remember ever actually being invited to that game, or going to the game, or leaving the game and taking the subway home?
No.
So all you remember is the game, and then winning the coin, and then it's the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you like to know?
And I look at the coin.
Now, before you answer this, the job we're giving you is very dangerous. You will be risking your life, and there is a good chance that you might die. But if you do this for us, we'll give you all you want to know about that coin and what it stands for and how you got it, or at least all that we know, and my organization knows quite a lot about these things. So the question you need to ask yourself, are you willing to pay the price?
I take the coin and I start shuffling through my fingers like I always do. All right. I'll do your little task.
You mean it? You feel that in your core?
Under one condition.
What?
I want my money up front right now.
Check in your pocket. There's already $200 in there.
I want more than 200.
I've only got the...
Make it happen.
All right. Okay. Do you see the pad of paper and the pen in your hands?
Yeah.
Yeah. Write this down. Samuel. There are 2 people named Leo Castello and Eugene Fritz. They need to get into the Rolling Note Club and acquire a book. If they break into the club and find out where the book is, you will be rewarded handsomely with info on your coin and also cash. And then I need you to write down a fact that only you would know and then state afterward, this is proof this is real.
That is?
Just write down a fact only you would know. Oh shoot, I didn't say this. You're not going to remember this conversation. All you're going to remember is this note. Okay, you have that written down?
I do.
Fantastic. All right, now we need to actually get you to meet the other 2. They put their hand in their trench coat and pull out a phone. Where are they right now? They're in the Charger. They crashed into a fire hydrant. Of course. Are they heading toward the club? Okay, round them off to, and she peeks out of the alleyway. Okay, round them off to First and Satine. All right. Okay. All right. And you see the mist begin to curl at the ground. So, pleasure talking to you again, Samuel. We'll probably meet again. Hopefully you be less bloody and also hopefully still alive. Yeah, bye. And the mist forms up and covers your face. Whew. Samuel, you just had like a wild time. Like you were like getting the crap being out of you by these thugs. You were tied to a chair and like one of them punched you in the face. And next thing you remember, you just woke up in this alleyway. It looks like they must have just beaten the crap out of you and then just thrown you out here.
And I'm just sitting there and go, fucking A. Spelled some blood in my mouth. I look at my hand. I'm like, the hell is this? I start looking at the notepad. Leo and Eugene. Book. Break in. Get book. $.
Milk, bread, butter.
Mama's biscuits. I just see the $. Like, I like that last thing I wrote.
And I'm gonna add.
Oh, sorry, no, I don't know this.
Biscuit.
I don't know who wrote this, but I sure like that $. Well,
Well, I mean, that's a strange thing. It's in your handwriting.
son of a bitch, it is.
Man, I wish I knew how to read.
All right. So I just dust myself off. Just kind of like straighten my clothes. Who the fuck is Leo and Eugene?
And at that moment, we cut to Leo and Eugene in the bulletproof Dodge Charger. Eugene, you're driving the car, and you guys are going down the streets. It's a lot smoother, a lot calmer of a ride. Whenever there's a yellow light, you actually slow down and stop instead of trying to drive through it. Sorry that I made that character choice for you, but
No, it's exactly how you would drive.
And as you're making this one turn, suddenly this one car just comes out of nowhere and changes lanes right in front of you, just like almost clipping the front of your car. And Eugene, you have to like jerk the wheel in order to like get out of the way, and you just like stop by the side of the road, and you just hear this like loud honking as this car that basically just like cut you off just drives past.
Whoa! Oh, what an asshole! And I like smacked my head against the windshield.
Nobody in the city can drive. Especially you two. He drives worse than you. What is his rush?
I calmly, just almost out of character, unclip the seatbelt, open the door, dust myself off as I'm leaving, look at him, like look, like close the door, look through the window at Eugene.
I knew you were gonna vomit.
Oh my god, that looks really bad. And I just kind of look at you and just done.
Lightweight. Keep your beak shut. And then he gets out of the car as well. And he goes over to Leo.
So, Samuel, you just saw this car stop by the side of the road, and these two men get out with a parrot on one of their shoulders, and the other one just kind of falls unconscious to the floor.
Samuel's more confused by the fucking fact that the front car is caved in a bit and it still drove.
Oh, that's right.
Also got bulletproof plates on it.
And like, the fuck are those two?
I'm just there laying in my vom.
Just kind of just watching them.
And I'm like, Eugene, are we there yet?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. I sounded drunk for a second, but I remember I was sober.
Eugene.
Oh, metagaming. I mean, what does that mean? I'm like,
Leo, we don't have time for this. We have to get into the club. Come on, Leo.
did we arrive at the club? Where?
That's the part that I should have
I know, I'm looking at it. I'm
I
like,
said your name twice loud. He goes, club.
to be fair, I just got my ass kicked by fucking two people. One of them had a children's voice. Forgive me if I'm a little slow on this right now.
I'm sorry.
And he didn't even write full sentences. He just write Leo.
Yeah, Leo.
Club. Money.
There's so much that's really funny with this scene right now.
Yeah.
The fact I didn't account for Samuel not writing in complete sentences. The fact that after he sees this mysterious note, he's looking for two people, and then those two people just drive up in a beat-to-crap car. One of them falls to the ground and
It's not
vomits.
even beat up. It's fucking caved in. It hit a fire hydrant.
One of them fell to the ground in their own vomit. The other one, who's drenched, runs out and starts yelling. Both of
parrot.
them scream their names at each other. And meanwhile, there's this guy who's also beat to crap down this alleyway, just kind of watching this whole thing. And that's our heroes, everyone.
With a parrot just circling.
If you live in LA, that's a Tuesday.
That's a Tuesday.
a Tuesday.
And this is all happening next to City Hall. Exactly. This is all happening in the alley.
Meanwhile, the mayor's like, oh my God.
Couple of police officers there, like, hey man, we're off duty.
I start walking to him like, hey, you two.
And I look up, like, still. Apparently, I went through the side effects of hungover that fast. I'm like, Jesus, who the heck are you?
I could ask you the same.
And I'm like,
Is your buddy all right there?
Buddy is a generous term, but my associate, yes, he'll be fine. No need to worry yourself. Carry on with your day. Thank you very much for your time. Come on, Leo.
Leo.
look, man, we ain't getting into the club any sooner. Right? Just chill.
Castello?
And I kind of look up, like, it kind of snaps me out.
I also look kind of perplexed.
I kind of stand
Eugene?
up. Depends who's asking.
I'm asking.
And
Might I ask who you are?
My name's Samuel.
Samuel.
I'm
You just
afraid.
need to know Samuel.
I'm afraid we're going to need much more information than that. Spill it.
If you know more than, our names completely, I think we should have your full name as well.
I think Samuel's just mighty fine enough. However, you two going to the rolling note?
And I kind of look over to Eugene, very like, this is like sober me up quickly. Why are you asking?
Well, I just got the shit kicked out of me, apparently.
Well, you seem like the kind of guy who would.
Okay. I got woke up in this alleyway.
Okay.
Okay, I guess. I mean,
Okay. Looks back at his notebook. I can already tell he's a dick. Oh my God.
I woke up in the alley right there. I got this notepad with some words I wrote down, apparently. Said your two names, and you trying to get into the rolling note, looking for some kind of book.
My eyes immediately widen. What do you know about this book?
I was hoping to ask you
And I
two.
go to grab his notes or whatever is the thing.
You grab his. You go to grab his notebook.
yeah, like his
Let
notebook,
hat.
Okay, so Leo, you just grab the notebook
Yeah,
out
I
of
just
his
like,
hand.
give me that shit.
Yeah.
I look at it. What do I see?
Yeah, there's just one page. Just hand it to him.
Let me show you my notes.
Well, there's also the fact.
I'm sorry. I wish we had cameras so you could see what the fuck
My
my
notes
expression
are
is
only
like.
meant for me. They make sense to me, and
Let's
that's
see.
it.
What does it say, Leo?
It says Leo and Eugene. I think this says Taco. Apparently he can't write. Book, break in, get book, $1, and then Samuel loves Jack and Coke. It's not, well, I don't know much about it, but I knew a friend who loved his alcohol, and I like toss it. Not like aggressively, but just like a little right back at him.
Well, that's a very interesting diary, Mr. Samuel. I'm afraid we're going to need to know a little more of where you acquired this information. Otherwise, well, you understand, untrustworthy times.
I'll be honest with y'all. I don't know. I just woke up and it was in my hand, already written.
Can I tell if he's lying?
There's not really a read a person move
That's
here.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Veterans Dr. Scott.
You all shit on this fact. It'll save us one
I
day.
love it. I love it.
Save us one day.
You've been very creative with it. I'm for you.
Let's improvise it, actually. Just tell me your tags and we'll just do a straight roll.
It's veterans.com. Just say it.
No.
Just fucking say it. We all know what it is.
I'm going to use advanced medical knowledge to see, like, is he perspiring? Am I able to take the actual, anatomical reactions of somebody who's lying?
Can I just make a statement? I got the shit kicked out of me by 2 Hulk people. My fucking face is lumped up. I got a black eye.
I perform emergency surgeries on people who've had a lot worse than that, and I could tell what's up.
I'm gonna have to go with Jason on this one. His face is misshapen right now.
Dude, I
He's,
look like
hard to
fucking
read.
Conor McGregor after he lost.
Okay.
If you had a tag like, let's say, bullshit detector, but if only we had a character who had that tag.
We have,
I'd like to throw a monkey wrench into the situation to see if maybe it'll help us iron this out.
Ooh, I love monkey wrenches.
All right.
It's a donkey, isn't it?
All right.
Is it the parrot?
I'm going to share. Let me know if I'm taking any poetic liberties here. Well, gentlemen, it appears we are at an impasse. Mr. Samuel, I'm afraid if you can't provide any sort of reason why we should trust you and your story, we're going to have to go our separate ways. Well, from down the alley. And then we all look over and we see,
Mr. Christmas.
if it isn't my newfound friend. And yes, Mr. Christmas, decked out in a disheveled green suit and dirty red shoes and wrinkled dark green 10-gallon hat, standing tall at the end of the alley.
Because you did approach this very carefully, and also I love this. Yeah, I'll allow it. Mr. Christmas shows up. It's canon.
Mr. Samuel, Mr. Payne, I'm afraid we didn't have a proper au revoir last time we made each other's acquaintance in the gambling hall, did we?
I give him a look. Mr. Christmas?
Well, I see that my reputation does precede me. Now, I wanted to congratulate you upon our last exant, as they said in the Greeks, and shake your hand for your very, very vast earnings.
I ain't in the mood to shake hands right now.
Well, I can respect that. Pardon me. He looks over at Eugene and Leo on the ground. It says, pardon me, gentlemen. This will just be just a moment. 2 gentlemen's, well, if not a handshake, how about a fist bump? And that huge silver ring that he has on one hand, that's a little bigger than the rest, he squeezes his fist and a 6-inch blade shoots out, and it's like a spire comes out of the ring, and he lunges and goes for his face.
For Samuel's face?
For Samuel's, I'll go for his chest.
I love this. I love this so much. Thank you for this gift. Samuel, roll face danger for me. What tags are you using to dodge this knife punch?
Sleight of hand. Do that.
I just like, nope.
Not today. Definitely gonna use Underworld Reputation because that's fucking me up right now.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, this is why you're in that situation.
Just
Zero.
It's +0, yeah.
Oh, Buddha, save me.
Jeez.
What?
8.
Wow.
Wait, that's a 6 and a 3. That was a 9.
That's a 9.
Plus how many?
Zero.
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 Oh.
Yeah.
But I used Underworld, so I got an attention.
Okay, this is interesting. Partial success here.
Have him stab Eugene.
Oh, no.
A tall, lanky man with a long blade out of his fist.
Yeah, you know what? Since, you detail that you're doing like a sleight of hand, like you're pushing his hand out of the way. And I'm gonna say as Mr. Christmas goes to like punch you, you like push his hand out of the way and that knocks Mr. Christmas off his feet a little bit. And his ring actually like slices like Eugene's like shirt sleeve. So it actually slices through your shirt sleeve and sort of like nicks it and draws a little bit of blood. Take nicked 1.
Okay. I just hurt myself in a way.
A little bit.
You pretty much did.
Right. That's the 2 people fighting.
Switching between voices, rapid fire.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of rapid fire, Leo and Eugene, this guy just showed up, took out a blade, punched this random dude who somehow knew your names, and now just sliced into Eugene's arm. What do you guys do?
Guided scale force.
Oh.
In his eyes. It's fucking
Eugene, I'm trying to figure out where to put Nick.
Say,
You go ahead.
I
Rest in
see
peace,
that,
Eugene.
and immediately I'm like, oh, fuck no.
Yeah, Eugene wants no part of this, and he grasps his arm and steps back.
But yeah, I take notice that he just harmed, as much as, we don't get along so far, no one hurts, my compatriot. So I go to sock him in the face, but I'm going to use Elemental Blessing, Cruel Sun, to literally engulf my hand in flame. What the fuck? I'm not going to blow it up. It's like I'm getting punched with a fiery fist.
fucking Mortal Kombat? Shit, bro. It's brutality.
I'm sorry, I don't have, 1-2 or something, so I got to get creative with this. So that's, a +2.
strange.
And I'm going to use my weakness tech, Struggle to Calm the Weather.
Okay, interesting, because you're not wanting to like really burn this guy
No, I
alive.
just
You're
wanna,
just wanting to hurt him.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
Go
do
for
you
it.
ever come back from getting punched in the face by a fiery fist?
I've never been punched in the face by a fiery fist. No, thank God.
I've been hit by a fiery rope
Alright.
while playing hopscotch.
So that's a +1. Go for it.
This one. That's a 12.
What?
Christmas is past.
Dude, like Samuel shows up and suddenly everyone
showed me
starts
a 5
rolling
and a
great.
6.
This is a
+1.
sign.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right, so immediately Leo's hand just gets like engulfed in flame and he just boom.
Jason, because I know you get this, I do that Hunter x Hunter thing.
Oh.
Junking.
Jenkins.
For anyone who watches Hunter x Hunter, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I
Yeah, so you just engulf your hand in flame, say some anime.
I mean, I don't say anime shit. It's just a quick boom.
No,
Yeah.
as he says, Emma said, "You watch too, huh?"
Yada yada.
And Mr. Christmas just hits the floor. So that'd be, like a punch 1 status. I'm gonna say Mr. Christmas wouldn't go down with just that. But as he stands up, he like looks up and is like his cheek is now like red from like the burn. There's
Yeah.
a bit of like scarring there now.
It's
He's
like when you touch a hot oven with your bare skin.
And before he has time to react, I take the coin and I flick it at him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use the weight of greed, conduct of avarice, and
We're about to kill Mr. Christmas right now.
You ain't even a part of this.
so I'm gonna use conduct of avarice, weight of greed, and selfish return. This way the coin comes back.
Okay, go for it.
4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, so you just make it.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah. So hit with all you've got. There are options, but actually, no, let's have you run through the options. We're actually playing this fucking game.
Okay.
On that note, thank you, Son of Oak.
All right, so let's see.
Playing with your game.
I will do. You get them good.
Okay, so it's just +1.
+1. Yeah.
Okay. So you're already hitting with a 3, I think. Yeah, which is a 3 status because you're using all those tags.
Yeah.
Is now a 4 status that you're inflicting on Mr. Christmas. So you throw your coin, and to Leo and Eugene, it's just like, oh, he's throwing a quarter at him, and then Mr. Christmas just goes into the wall. Like literally, like the brick wall just shatters under Mr. Christmas as this coin hits him. And Mr. Christmas just falls to the ground.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Well, deck my halls. He slumps down. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see the coin just fly through the air back into Samuel's hand.
And his green 10-gallon hat
Just slowly
falls down from the air.
It's gonna be a strong wind if it holds a 10-gallon hat.
And he hit me through a wall. And am I in the wall?
You are the wall.
Yeah, with a force
Am I embedded in it? Am I through it? And my legs are hanging out? Or am I on the ground outside the wall after crashing
I'm going to say, yeah, Mr. Christmas is just embedded into the brick
into the
wall.
wall? Okay, the hat falls down in front of me and lands on the floor in a puddle of pee.
And like, if there's a screenshot, it's just Leo with the fire fist, just like poof, turns that off. I kind of look at the stranger or Samuel.
And then like I as I grip the coin, it still hurts because my hand is in pain. Like, motherfucker.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, you have a 4 physical status. I should have had that go against you, but screw it.
Oh well.
The
die has been
I
cast.
chalk it up to adrenaline.
Yeah,
I
no,
guess.
it's just a good moment.
What in the hell was that?
It's my coin. A lucky coin.
Gotta look like no coin. I've seen a lot of coins in my life. Was it magnetized or?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I got this coin in the game. It brought me some good luck.
In the game. Do you mean to say you're a gambler, Mr. I believe the gentleman in the wall? And we see some crumbling.
Yeah, he's just hanging there.
Just some crumbling.
I actually go to check on him.
Oh, Mr. Christmas?
Yeah.
So that's the scene. It's Eugene is talking to Samuel. Meanwhile, in the background between you two is just Leo just looking at the guy
I
in the wall.
walk out of that conversation still like with the look of like.
Yeah, looking at the image. I believe the gentleman in the wall, crumble, referred to you as Mr. Payne.
Leo's just in the background trying to pull him out.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like, I guess, like jigs up sort of thing. Like, yeah, my name's Samuel Payne.
And where did you meet Mr. Payne, this venerable delinquent?
And then at that moment, I get him off the wall.
Kicked his ass in a card game. I won, like I always do.
Might I venture to guess you played this gentleman at the Rolling Note establishment?
Yeah, same place you two are heading to, right?
Indeed.
I'm checking to see if this guy's still alive.
He's faint. He's pretty faint. You can feel the heartbeat,
prick.
but
Hold on. Hey, you. How's he doing?
I look down, look up. He's like, well, whatever the hell was in that coin, he's barely alive.
Should have finished him.
Jeez.
And that kind of like perks my ears up, like, huh. And I put my hand. I try to like ascertain is he like bleeding on the inside? Is like how fucked up does this guy look?
yeah. I mean, all the blood's inside him, so that's good.
No, don't you 909 whatever that 99 shit that Brooklyn 99 my ass right now.
Inside him.
Can I see swelling or lacerations?
No, there's a lot of that.
Oh Jesus!
He's not
Christ.
doing good. He's gonna look like Grimace with the amount of like purple bruising he's gonna have.
I
Turned him to Purple Gumby.
where did he hit him with the coin?
Yeah, where did that come from?
I'm assuming like in the chest. Or
Yeah,
something
I would
like
say
that.
about in the chest.
I mean, it was a big target.
I feel like, well, exactly. That's why it's the most deadliest fucking thing out there. And I guess I'm checking him over, and I could clearly see broken fractures, lacerations. His heart's barely there. And you said faint, Kevin. I hate to say it. He would not be faint. He's on his deathbed. If he got smashed.
Fucking rolling in the mist. Okay, if he says he's faint, he's faint.
No, I mean that's what I mean. Is like he's probably about to die if you don't.
Okay, cool. So now that we know how he's doing, can we roll back to what you just said about finishing him?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll get back to that.
Yeah, for sure.
finished his ass.
Well, if I may, although I don't know what transgressions this ingravelled man transfixed upon you or passed. I don't know what he did, but I don't believe we want a murder on our hands at this point. It seems we all have enough problems. So, Dr. Castello, is there anything you can do to remedy the
I'm
situation?
working on it.
This whole time you've been talking, Leo has been rubbing his fists together like electricity's been crackling.
My energy. No, but I actually like rip open his shirt and I see just I'm guessing the fucked up chest.
Yeah, there's a lot more bumps than a human chest should have.
Oh my gosh.
Medical degree, don't feel me.
And so I put my hand over his chest, grab it with two hands because I'm like, this is going to require precision. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. It's like a photo of what happens when you shoot up like a lead ball this size at a high velocity, and it leaves this massive.
The impact is
the impact is massive.
The impact is greater than what the bullet is.
Yeah.
And so, God, I'm gonna have to say this, dude. So I'm gonna cast Healing Factor, Second Wind. And activate Primal Blessing because I'm about to Primal Blessing to enforce my arms because I'm about to strain the ever-living hell out of my arms.
And I'm looking at Eugene. I'm like, the hell's that boy doing?
I mean, thematically, you could also burn a tag here if you wanted to just be like an automatic success.
Out of game, I'm about to head into the grinder, and I don't want to lose this shit.
The guy's important. He ain't that important.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to follow true to my character and save a life any way I can, but I'm not dumb.
Okay. All right, I like that.
So it's +3. And I'm going to use Drain Energy.
Okay.
Given that I'm really getting it, so it's going to be a +2. Should I use Veteran Doctor's Call?
I fucking love that tag.
Actually, can I add Advanced Medical Knowledge?
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, so it'll be a +3. Yeah. So 10.
All right. So that would be that's going to be a change to game. You have 3 tags there.
4 and -1
Okay,
weakness.
so status power of 3. He took a 4 status earlier. So as you put your hand on top of his chest, or actually, no, I like this image better. As you rub your fists together and electricity crackles between them, you hit his chest, and Eugene and Samuel, you watch as this energy flows from Leo's arms into Mr. Christmas's chest, and immediately all the bumps in his chest just start swirling around until you actually hear the bones clicking back into place, and his joints sort of...
Do you have a bright light when this is all happening?
Yes, it's like a greenish, I can make it bright, I can do it subtly, but this time, since I'm really pushing it, it's bright.
God damn.
You get used to it.
Since you healed 3 tiers of a 4-tier status, he comes back to just injured 1 as he's, just on the ground, just a little bit dazed. His eyes are blinking, just
Oh, Lord in merciful hell.
and falls back asleep.
Before he does that, you are one lucky son of a bitch.
Oh, Mama, I don't want the hamster's giblets.
And as he falls asleep, I said, and just for that, as your payment for this consultation, I take the ring.
And just
All of them.
As he's about to do that, I take one of those rings. That motherfucker owes me still.
Okay.
I don't let him.
What do you mean?
Can I roll for it?
Why don't you say you don't? Why don't you verbally protest?
Yeah, let's do this in character real quick.
Okay, so I'm over there. Because I'm guessing you're a bit of a distance away since I literally walked over.
walk towards you.
Yeah.
So
So
you
how many
took-
rings did you have?
Yeah, 4.
4. I take the primary, the one with the knife. Is it still out?
Yeah, because all by the way, all Skinner got to do was just one swing, and then he got fucked to shit.
He brought a knife to a machine gun fight.
He got messed up like a JoJo villain, pretty much.
Yeah.
So Leo, you take the knife ring.
I literally go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, and I think as you're on as you're about to reach for the 3rd one, Samuel reaches down for the 4th.
It's whoa. And I quickly pocket him.
Boy, you better give me one of those. That motherfucker owes me.
And I immediately kind of get, how tall are you?
I'm about 5'10".
5'10"? Yeah. I think, aren't I about that high? Yeah, about 5'10".
yeah,
we're about almost the same height.
Cool.
And I kind of
Neither
get
of
up
you are very
I
impressive.
get up, because I'm guessing you were over me trying to reach for it. I get up to meet him in the eye. Says, I dare you to try.
You want me to do what I did to him?
Now, gentlemen, please. I think we all just need to calm down a moment and survey the situation.
I'll tell you the situation. That motherfucker owes me money. They kept my money. He still owes me. I beat his ass at a game of cards. I want my pay.
And I surveyed the situation as well. You're a guy who came out of nowhere knowing who the hell we were and launched this guy. Maybe he does owe you money, maybe he does not. I don't know if you're lying. You launched him straight into a wall and you're about to finish him like he was nothing.
And you should be thanking me. He hurt your buddy.
That was my decision and my job to do. No one ever asked you to come and kill a man.
No one asked you to tell me what to do either.
And no one asked you for your help either.
If I may weigh in. I expected you all to shut me down.
We just look at you.
Surprisingly, the two look at Eugene.
Oh, you're actually going to give me the floor. All right. Well, I was just being polite. Okay. Well, I will say I did get hurt. It was an accident. Just dodged out of the way. And for rationale's sake, there are 4 rings. And there are, technically, 4 of us.
I like where this is going.
So, seeing as Mr. Payne, just a moment, questions after. Just a moment. So, seeing as Mr.
Samuel
Payne
was raising his hand. I was about to say something.
Yeah, was raising his hand.
We don't have cameras. You guys can't see what it is.
Raised his hand. Just a moment. Okay, so thank you. Very well. Seeing as Mr. Payne is the one, Dr. Castello, that has the personal vendetta against the criminal, perhaps we should allow him ownership of the piercing ring, and you can keep one, and I'll take one, and the other one we can give it into Cracker's feathers for safekeeping.
Bling bling, y'all.
Bling bling, y'all.
I turn back to look at Samuel. I look at Eugene. I look at the bird. I quickly look away from the bird. I'm just like, I can't believe this. And I take out, the one ring. How long is the little knife?
It's 6 inches long on the blade. That it's retractable.
It's like a regular pocket knife sort of size.
Yes, but it's not.
Is it piercing like a rapier?
It's more like a spike.
It's a spike.
Yeah.
It's like a rapier, pretty much.
No, it's like a spire.
It's just a pure spire.
Like think of a unicorn
think of
horn.
An ice pick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Think of like an ice pick, but it retracts, so it goes like that.
Yeah, and retracts.
And so, can I diddle with to see if I can retract the?
The way it works is if you basically tighten
it's a click activator.
Kind of, yeah,
So
with pressure.
Then it must have gone down.
It's a pressure plate.
From him.
Yeah, it's a pressure plate.
It's a pressure plate. So when you go like that, it goes.
No, yeah. So what I'm asking is, it's already back inside.
It's already retracted. Yeah. I don't know how you retract it back in. It's just kind of a use.
Most pressure plate is because of the door. When you do it like this, the pressure of it will be pushed back in. So it's like kind of sliding in.
Welcome to weapons trading with Oddloop.
If we were playing D&D, this would be equivalent of one of the players just saying, and then we find a magic item.
Yeah.
Without the DM's fucking.
Yeah, don't worry about the mechanics of it. It's a retractable.
No, because the reason,
Kevin's just back. He's like, dude,
I activate it again.
You can do that.
And I'm just like, I take it off. I say, well, that's what you want, Eugene. And I just toss it to him.
He tosses the good one to you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I look at the other rings. I put them on and I try to maybe nothing.
I'm jumping in. No, they don't do anything.
Okay.
They're just rings.
Okay. Well,
Don't you cross your arms at me.
I just didn't know if maybe they did do stuff. We just haven't figured out how yet.
They're Christmas colored. They light up.
They're all silver. They're all silver.
Yeah, but one lights up red, one lights up green, one lights up white.
They're all.
what a tool.
They are all mood rings.
But they only do one color.
While he's passing out the rings, I go up to Christmas real quick and just check his pants for his wallet.
Now, is that really necessary, Mr. Payne?
He owes me.
You got yourself a ring.
You think I want this? I want the money.
Then give it
I
back.
got. No.
Yeah, just so we move on this scene as 3 grown men stand over this body in the alleyway. You guys here.
Don't mind the goddamn sirens. Give me the ring.
Leo, I believe this is literally the second time today we've heard sirens as a cue to leave.
All right, look, I'm going to get straight to the point. I need to get back in the rolling note to get my money. You two, for some reason, need to get in there too for this stupid book. You want in or not?
Thank you, assistant MC.
Come on, friends, be on the clock.
I take off easy now. Shit. And I take the second biggest one. I give it to Eugene, and I take the smallest one. I guess it was on his pinky.
Eugene fumbles it in the midair and then grasps it like a
I
pancake.
flip it over to the bird, hoping he catches it.
The bird catches it.
And I keep the biggest one. I said, fine. I don't really much trust you, but it seems we have common goals. So
Think I give a fuck about trust? Let's go.
Let's discuss on the way.
And I just-
Super friends, join up.
I don't know why. Crackers is the funniest thing to me.
And I just as they're leaving, I grab Christmas and I put him against the wall so he's right set up so he doesn't drown or something in his own vomit.
Next to this like Looney Tunes like outline of him in the wall.
And as we're leaving, I close the door and I go geek to the car to lock it.
It just falls apart.
some of the metal plating just fall.
Oh, that was a self-destructive button he told me not to press. But yeah, I locked the car.
Okay, and wait, you
I-
guys just run?
There's
No way. That car is just shit.
We just leave the area, trying to get to the rolling note.
Lead the way, Mr. Payne.
All right.
And with that, our three heroes
And crackers.
Question mark.
run down an alleyway, and the camera pans up the building. Sorry.
Get it out.
This whole
Keep it going.
This whole
Keep
situation.
it going.
Our three heroes run down the alleyway, and the camera pans up the building they run next to, and it pans all the way up to the roof, where a figure wearing a trench coat and a hat, and they're not as mysterious anymore, just stand there watching the three of you, and are just like, oh my god, we're all going to die. And that's where we'll end the session. So, this was a little bit of an unconventional session, like all of ours, TBH. But I think, next one, you guys would kind of just have to regroup and then plan a heist, I guess. How are you guys going to go about that?
With the right theme music. Kick it.
That's copyrighted.
That's copyrighted.
I'm trying to remix it.
Oddly doesn't have that kind of pull power just yet.
All right, wait. With the right theme music. Kick it.
Post-production note, add theme music.
I think you should just keep that in instead and never put it in post. You just keep post-production note, add theme music, episode ends.
And then I'm going to add with the right amount of explosion.
Yeah, we're screwed.